Hello, guys. Welcome back to the Football Connect. I'm your host, Sam, and we are back again with another one. And we're going to be talking about an important month that we are in where we are celebrating the Black. He is called a Black Month, where we celebrate all the Black players which have come and blessed us with an amazing performance in this football world. So we are going to be looking at some moments like, for example, the fastest hat trick that was ever scored in the Premier League by Sadio Mane, and Andrew Cole being one of the players to score most goals in a single season, which are 42. Mohamed Salah following him with 38, which of course he is not supposed to be there, but anyway. And we have players like, for example, we had to watch Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Mohamed Salah, and Mane, two players who scored almost the same goals in the same season. And also we have Thierry Henry being the main man who has received the most player of the season's award, and we're going to be looking at it. So I'm going to be reading what is written here in the Premier League, of course, homepage. And they're saying that this October marks Black History Month, and the Premier League are celebrating an incredible contribution. Players of African and, of course, the Caribbean descent have had a making in the competition. What is it today? Over the last 30 years, players of Africa and also the descent have set a host of records and landmarks that have left an incredible mark on the Premier League. This includes the first goal scored by Brian Deane, Sadio Mane's fastest hat-trick, and a joint highest number of assists in a single season, set by Barry White, Hall of Famer, and Thierry Henry. Of course, I think it was 20 goals, if I'm not mistaken. I think they just forgot to put on that one as well, where we had Aubameyang, Mane, and the rest scoring almost the same amount of goals. So, I don't know, I want to hear what is your best amazing goal or what. Also, one thing that I can say, James, I think it's Daniel James, the former Liverpool goalkeeper with the most amount of saves. Like, that is crazy anyway. So all of this are some of the things we're going to be looking at today. Just, I want to hear from you in the comment section. Let me know what is your best and your favorite, if I'm not mistaken, your best and your favorite moment that was done by a Black player in the Premier League. Please let me know in the comment section. And who is your favorite Black player? I know who mine is. I'll let you know at the end of the whole show. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting. So let me talk about what we have today. So let me put myself back here. Hello. Before I go in, if I need to answer Mr. Gameplay, because there are a lot of comments. The first one goes like this: international football is done. The Premier League is back, of course. Let's go. That just shows you how excited he is. And he goes, hello. He goes, yo. He goes, share. Oh, man, there is really feeling it. Yeah, it's Black History Month. Salah, and Aston. Oh, Salah has been on fire. Sam, you are reading my comments right. Yes, I am. Sorry for the spelling. It's okay, Sam. We understand. I make a lot of mistakes, so it has to make sense for all of us. Anyway, so what are we here to talk about today? So, firstly, the Premier League is back. The Premier League is returning. Thank God. Finally, I've heard the worst. The worst. And the funny part is that I had to be here on the Football Connect each and every single time since last week, I think, at the same time, and this is the same time we are in as well. And I'm gonna be continuing with the same, unless maybe we are dealing with the days where there's the Champions League. Then also maybe that's when I'll have to start a little bit late. But anyway, we are gonna be talking about what is happening today. So firstly, we talk about the Premier League and what is gonna be happening. We have something that we need to talk about concerning the players that are in South America. Yeah, let's just go straight to the point. I'm talking about the players from Brazil, the ones that the Premier League, or should I say England, are not allowing them to come and play until they go after a quarantine or something like that. But it seems like Liverpool, Manchester City, and Manchester United have found a way beyond that or over that. So that could sound like something that is pretty much good. So I'll try to read on and find out what they're really talking about. We are going to be talking as well about what the world is now saying about Romelu Lukaku. Yeah, I'm talking about the greatest signing that Chelsea did. There are some very crazy comments that has been sent by the world concerning his performance and what they were expecting. We are all gonna be talking about that, and also we can never go and leave this without talking a little bit about Manchester United. You know, because at this moment it looks like it's gonna be exciting to see what's gonna happen. So let me read what Mr. Gameplay has said now. Then we get in with the intro so that we see where we go from here. So what I said is this: I think it's our game. I think our you said first game is 12:30, which will be 1:30 my time. I think it's our game. Yeah, I think our game is too early. Yes, it's gonna be too early. I know Alisson Fabino might not play because they're playing a game on Friday. Oh, I didn't know that. But let's try to find out what they're gonna do. Also, they're not really done. I really thought that they were done. Oh my god, I didn't know that. But anyway, let's hit the intro, guys, and let's see what we are here to talk about. We go. Welcome back to the Football Connect. I'm your host Sam, and we are back again with another one. And we are gonna be talking about, the Premier League is back. I'm so excited, and we're gonna be talking about some few changes that are gonna be happening. I hope you guys are excited. Let me know what we are here for and what you are really feeling. Do me a favor before we go anyway. To those who are watching, please click the like button. Always important. It helps us so that more people can see the Football Connect as we go live. So, of course, before I even get into the news, it looks like there are other comments that I don't want to miss out from Mr. Gameplay, which one of them is saying that Adriana, I don't think we're going to be using Adriana. I think we're going to be using Kalag. Yeah, I think Liverpool are going to be using Kalag on the 12th or 12:30 game in England time. Yeah, and we'll see what happens from then. Carp to the rescue. I don't think it's going to be Adrian. I think it's going to be Kalaha. We have a second goalkeeper from the academy, and I think we need to put the trust on him, and he deserves our trust, and he has always proven to us that he can do something. So before we waste any time, guys, I'm going to be showing you all the games that are there this week, and we are going to be talking about what would be happening. I hope you guys are excited. Let's go. So, like as you can see, the fixtures that we're going to be doing here, the fixtures we're going to be covering. Let me see something here. So, the fixtures we are going to be covering today are the early one of them, all which is, before I go anyway, there's another one. Ben Foster is going to be a vlog versus Liverpool. Really? Is it StreamYard? Yes, it's StreamYard, Mr. Gameplay. I'll make sure that when I'm done with the fixtures, I will call you in so that we talk about the news that we need to cover. Okay, so as you can see, the 16th of October, which is going to be on Saturday, that's when the game starts. And the first game we're going to be watching is Crystal Palace versus Liverpool. Oh, no, I mean Watford versus Liverpool. You can see the time. This is African time, by the way. This exactly African time is saying for this game. So it's going to be Watford versus Liverpool. Then we're going to be watching Aston Villa versus Wolves, Leicester versus Manchester United. I think this is going to be an exciting one. Manchester City versus Burnley, and Norwich versus Brighton. Then we have Southampton versus Leeds. We have Brentford versus Chelsea. The reason why it seems like we're going to have the big games, all of them, or the big teams playing almost on the same dates because they are in the Champions League. So the likes of Manchester United, Manchester City, and Liverpool need to make sure that they play their games and get more time to prepare for their upcoming games. Remember, Liverpool is going to be playing Atletico Madrid. Then also we see what is going to be happening as well. I know United are going to be dealing with Atalanta, if I'm not making a mistake. Let me correct me in the comment section if I'm saying some crazy things. Then as we continue on Sunday, the 17th of October, we're going to have Everton playing against West Ham. Then we have Newcastle versus Spurs. Then Monday Night Football got us with the London Derby, where we're going to be watching Arsenal play against Crystal Palace. I believe this is going to be an exciting game, and I'm telling you, a lot of things are going to happen. I can't wait. I really can't wait. So I'm gonna require you guys to do your predictions. I'm gonna send this a link on StreamYard, Mr. Gameplay, so that you can join in and say whatever you want to say about the prediction. Sam, are you going to live in the I'm not gonna be live on the Liverpool game, Mr. Gameplay. Like I told you, I still don't have my real equipment. I'm still using a borrowed laptop here. Remember, I got robbed, if I have to say. I got robbed and I lost all the things that I used to use for the Football Connect. But anyway, all hope is not really lost, because I'll make sure that I'm always gonna be there when I'm needed, like right now, and also I'll be live as well tomorrow as we go on, because we have a lot of things to prepare for. In fact, I'm actually thinking of doing the prediction thing for the Champions League tomorrow on a Friday, to just be on the safe side. Anyway, let's see where we are now. So these are the games. So one thing that I had was this: Watford versus Liverpool. Liverpool asked Watford few days back, or I think a week ago, that can you help us so that we postpone this game between Liverpool and Watford to at least late night in the evening, where the team will be full and they'll have the players and maybe they'll be prepared to be ready a bit. But it looks like Watford are not having that. So we can't do anything about that, but we just have to accept that that's the situation we have at hand. Then also, so it's going to be really exciting to see how Liverpool will line up. I'm really curious to hear your predictions over that game. Which team do you think will win between Watford and Liverpool? I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. I'll make sure that I do them exactly after this segment. So I'm going to go through all the games, looking at what could be the hindrance of all the teams and what could happen for both teams. And if you see me skipping a team, because probably I have nothing to say. Sorry. I'm trying here. I can't get all the information. I'm joking anyway. So I'll make sure that I say even a little something that, yeah, it is a team and it's going to be there in the Premier League. Okay, that is just a joke. Anyway, let's continue as we are looking forward to what is going to be happening here. I want to make sure that I'm seeing the comments from Mr. Gameplay here, because I'm going to be here a lot. So, Sam, are you? Same stream had low. You forgot. No, I didn't forget. Say, I'm going to send you this link. Like I told you, I'll send you the link very, very soon. Let me just do that right now so that I send you the link. If you have something that you want to say, you let me know. Okay, it's coming right about now. So if you check in the chat, and if you're interested, you would be getting the link for the StreamYard. As you can see, I believe you have received it. It's gonna be exciting. You got it right. If you let me know when you are ready. So anyway, Liverpool. So probably Firmino has been on injury, so he was not called for international duty. So which means when he's playing the game, Firmino will be missing in the game. Will be there in the game, because we heard that Diogo Jota had an injury, but I think I heard about yesterday that he was back in training session. I don't know which training session is he going through. Is it the main one, or is he just training the little one so that they don't put so much pressure on him, so that he prepares himself to be back? That's all I've heard about Diogo Jota. Nothing more, nothing less. I'll keep you updated. So I'm gonna be calling Mr. Gameplay right now on the stream so that we hear what he has to say. Hello, Mr. Gameplay.
Hello.
How are you doing, my brother?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I've just been here enjoying every single thing that has been happening.
Fantastic international break too.
Oh, it was really something. Thank God you said the Newcastle news because it was what kept us talking here. Without the
Uh-huh.
Newcastle incident, we had nothing.
Uh-huh.
I don't know,
Newcastle
but
so
anyway,
lucky.
what?
Newcastle so lucky.
Ah, man, they are really lucky. And you know what I heard the most was this. I had the guys when they were making their first press conference and stuff like that. They said when they came in to England for the first time, they were actually interested in buying Liverpool, but FSG gave them the middle finger. Then they end up choosing to go buy Newcastle. Imagine my very eyes. We will probably be the richest club in the world
Yeah.
right now, but they messed that up. FSG are doing shit
So
here and they're refusing for big people to get the
yeah.
club.
Yeah. So yeah, let's
That's
get to the fixtures then.
yeah. So we have interesting fixtures, like I was saying. Let me put them here on the
Yeah, you're
screen.
right.
So we have
Saturday
Watford
is gonna
versus
be
Liverpool.
interesting. I'm telling
Watford
you,
versus
man.
Liverpool. What are your thoughts?
No Fabinho, no Allison.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
I think
You think what? Can't hear you. Oh, the man went on silent. Sorry for that, people. So he is about to say what he thinks. So of course, one thing we have to know. So yes, I see that you're lagging as well. I could tell. Anyway, one thing that I have to say, we are dealing with a game where we don't have some of our strongest players, the likes of Allison, the likes of of course Fabinho. Most of the most important players we have in
oh
our team that are not going to be there. Hello, Mr. Gameplay.
yeah, I think Liverpool gonna win 3-1
3-1. Yeah, we've
with
got Salah and
Adrian
Mane,
in
and they
goal
look,
and yeah,
they
with
really look like they're hungry.
maybe
I don't think
Keita,
Adrian is gonna be the goalkeeper, man. I don't
Kelleher.
think Adrian. Exactly, Keller was gonna be the goalkeeper, not Adrian. No, come on, come on. I
Yeah,
can't deal with that. But I think it's gonna be exciting, though,
it's gonna be exciting the game.
because we are gonna be meeting with one player that we almost signed before we went for Diogo Jota, and
Come on,
I
Liverpool can
remember.
win.
And I remember the last time we played against Watford, the same
We
person I'm
lost.
talking about, he really embarrassed us. I'm talking about Islam and Saha. We're gonna be dealing with
Oh,
this kid, and we
Liverpool
know what
gonna
he can
score.
do.
Salah's gonna score. Jota's gonna score. And Mane's gonna score.
I get it. I get it. You want them people to score, but I don't think it will
Saturday
be
is gonna be
really fair
fun,
for us.
interesting. So many good games, like Leicester
I
versus
don't
Man
think it will
United,
be
Watford
fair
versus
though.
Liverpool, Man City.
I don't think it'll be fair though to take out Islam and Saha because I think it's gonna cause some problems. But at the
No
same
Van
time, I
Dijk. We
feel
have
like
Van Dijk. We have so much good defenders.
he scored the goals when Van Dijk was there. Remember?
Yeah, yeah, but still, that was a long time ago.
Okay, okay, okay. We will definitely see about it.
Yeah,
And I think also one thing that is gonna work for us is the fact that they've just changed to a new manager. So I don't think if he's gonna hit the ground running ready with this team, it's gonna take
he,
some
he,
time
he
because
was fun a
most of
manager,
the
and
players.
Jurgen Klopp beat him.
Exactly. And also on top of that, the players are coming from international break, coming back
Yeah,
and they're meeting up with a new
yeah,
manager. So I think that is our only thing that is gonna work for us in this
yeah.
situation. But of course, even them, they're playing us the hard game. They refuse to move the game so that we could have
Hmm.
some of our players inside. So if we beat them, they kind of like deserve it.
Yeah.
They are not really friendly in terms of dealing with the team. So we'll see how that one goes. Then the next game is going to
Aston
be
Villa scored.
Aston Villa versus Wolves.
Um,
Villa beat Manchester United.
I think Aston Villa gonna win 1-0.
But Wolves as well, they're coming back from the dead.
No, they're doing bad
Coming
this
back from
season. I'm telling you,
I
man.
know they are. I know they are, but they're coming back from the dead and they're working so hard to at least prove to the world that they've got something.
It'll be solid 1-0 win.
Oh, 1-0 win. That's your prediction.
Yeah,
Okay,
Traore's
so
gonna score.
prediction to Liverpool versus Watford, that it's going to be 2-0 to Liverpool. Then Aston Villa versus Wolves.
Okay.
I believe it's going to be 2-1 to Aston Villa. I think Daniel
Okay.
Ings is going to. Then yeah, Danny Ings is gonna score. I don't know who else I can put you on that one,
Yeah.
but 'cause I think they'll score. They've got the Trincalo. They've got some good players, Adama Traore as well. They've got somebody who can put a goal in the back of the net. So I don't
Yeah.
want to take.
Yeah, you're right.
The next game we have is the big one. I think this is the biggest game. Oh, let's do something. Let's make Manchester versus Leicester the last game we talk about in this thing we are doing because I think it's gonna be the bigger game that we need to cover. So
Yeah.
because there's a lot of things to talk about. Let's talk about Manchester City versus Burnley. Do we even have to
Man City
waste our
gonna
time
win.
talking about this game? Do we really have to waste our time talking about this game? How many goals? 5. They're gonna humiliate the team. So five goals, yeah. Let's just give them that. It's gonna be some crazy, crazy. I need to go by. Okay, Mr. Gameplay. So anyway, like I'm saying, Manchester City versus Burnley, it's gonna be a crazy game, because Manchester City they can really cause a problem, and with the performance that they showed against Liverpool before they leave, they're really on a high, and they need to come back in the Champions League. So they will need to go to the Champions League with a good or a better performance, and that's why I led to believe that they're gonna win this game easy, maybe 5 goals. Foden's gonna score. Grealish will score. Then maybe we have either Fernando Torres and Kevin De Bruyne with them assist. That's how I feel the game will go. Then we've got Norwich versus Brighton, which I think is going to be a good game because it's an open one. But on top of that, I think Brighton have the better squad. So it's going to be easy for them to score them goals. And it's going to be really easy. I understand, boss. I understand. I saw that you are really lagging. We'll talk. We'll talk. We'll keep you updated with whatever that is happening. Tomorrow I'll be here as well. Southampton versus Leeds is the other game that we need to keep our eyes on as well. Why? Because it is a good game. Leeds, they really can attack so well, but they open up their back so horribly. They give chance for every team to do whatever they want to do behind them. So I think that could work against them if we have to look at it. Like, for instance, if they are put under pressure, would they be able to handle the pressure or they'll find themselves in trouble? Those are some of the questions we could be asking ourselves over this game. So we will definitely see how the game goes. But I think at the end of the day, Leeds will win either by 3 goals to 2. That's how I see the game ending. Then we've got Chelsea versus Brentford. I would say something like Chelsea got this winning and they're gonna win as easy as that, but that'll be a lie. Especially with the form that we've seen Lukaku in, the main man that the Chelsea fans were really excited about, thought that he was gonna turn the whole world upside down. There'll be more that we're gonna talk about Lukaku in the show, so you might want to tune in because I think it's gonna be the last topic we talk about all this the Manchester United one. I don't really know. I'll see what I do in but so what is gonna be happening is this. What is gonna be happening is this. Chelsea. Oops, what am I saying? I'm being disturbed by the people side here. Sorry, people. Anyway, so what am I saying here? Brentford versus Chelsea. Because Chelsea have not been playing appetizing football, you understand? Appetizing football, something that you might enjoy in the ground. And we did notice that Brentford have got some bully of strikers who can bully teams into their way in. They're gonna score goals. Chelsea, when they try to attack, they will be vulnerable, and I think they will find themselves in trouble. And the rumors that Eden Hazard might come back to Chelsea, I think they pretty much have to happen pretty sooner than expected. But anyway, for this game, like we are speaking about, I think it's gonna be a draw, maybe 2-2. That's how I see this game going. A 2-2 draw to Chelsea versus Brentford. And we are gonna be moving to Sunday. Remember, I told you we have a game that we did pass, so we'll go back to that. We're going to be moving to Sunday where we've got Everton playing against the Hammers who have to prepare for the international break. So Everton played against United and West Ham played against United. United versus West Ham in the Premier League, West Ham lost. Everton versus United drew, but on top of that, West Ham when they played against United in the Copa America, this Carabao Cup they won. So all of them they know that they've manage to beat the bigger teams, so they can use that to their advantage and maybe try to get something. But which one is gonna win? Rafa Benitez team looks so dangerous, but West Ham will show them from last season. Maybe they have dropped a little because they no longer have Jesse Lingard in their T squad, but I still feel like they are still a threat that people are taking for granted, and it can break some teams up. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comment section. But as I'm speaking, I think Rafa Benitez is gonna have enough in his squad to at least beat the team by 2 goals to 1. That's how I feel like the game will end. What are your predictions? Let me know in the comment section. We've got Newcastle, the money boys, playing against Expression's favorite team, Tottenham Hotspurs. Now, this is one fixture which is going to be crazy. I got to say it again. This is going to be crazy. Why am I saying it's going to be crazy? Because now the players in Newcastle, they have to play to impress the new owners. Because let's face it, a lot of people are going to be losing their jobs come the come January. Let's just face it. And a lot of people are going to be replacing those positions. Some might even have to go back to young academic places because there are going to be some big players, the likes of Sterling, Coutinho, and everyone. There's a lot of people who are being called. Even Harry Kane, for example, if we have to say, if he wants to go to Newcastle. But all of those things are happening. It's going to be exciting. I can't wait. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comment section. Who do you think will take over in this thing? I can't wait to see how this one goes. But for sure, this is going to be exciting. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Sorry for that. Hey, Ruth, you're being called. Anyway, I'm here to call this one. The studio will change very soon. It will definitely change. Anyway, let's talk about the two biggest games that are left in our list. We've got Arsenal versus Crystal Palace. Hey, Ruth, hey. So we've got the second best game of the week, which we need to be putting our eyes onto, which is going to be Arsenal versus Crystal Palace. Now, looking at this fixture, you might think that it's not really a bigger game, but also we talked about it this week when we were talking about Arsenal having an advantage over the other teams. And one of the advantage was this: most of their players never went out on international break, and those who went came back with the confidence of either getting assists or actually scoring goals. So what is going to be happening in the game? That is the question that everyone are asking. We saw what Crystal Palace can do after they beat Tottenham Hotspur by 3 goals to 0 in the Premier League. It looks like it's a different Crystal Palace. You know, the energy and the thing around the team is just at a different level. So the question that I'm asking you guys, where do you see this game going and what do you think will happen? But on top of that, I'm really excited because the fact of the matter is we are going to see what Arsenal are made of, because they have shown that they have something that they're working on, and it's possible that they can produce one of the biggest teams in the world, but at the same time they're dealing with a Newcastle, which can really hurt the team. What is my predictions at the end of the day? I think it's gonna go like the Brighton game, and it's gonna finish as a 1-1 draw. I want goals, but I don't think I'll see enough. Their teams, both of them are gonna be defensive at the same time as they try to attack. They won't do it that much, and that's not they're gonna have an upper hand, but I don't think they'll be able to finish the game or to get something out of the game. So my prediction to the London Derby: Arsenal versus Crystal Palace is going to end at a 1-1 draw. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comment section. So we're going to be moving on to the biggest game of the week, which is Manchester United versus Leicester. Or let me have to say it's Leicester City versus Manchester United, which is going to be played at the King Power Stadium. And we are going to be watching Leicester City showing the world that they can get something out of the game. At the same time, United are going to get a chance to at least try to prove to the world that they have everything that it takes. So these are the stats: 3 wins out of 30 played, and what? Total wins out of 19 total wins for United. Home win 1 and 10 home win. Away 9-2, draws 8. So yeah, that is really not a good thing. But if you look at some Leicester's victories, they are coming as of recently because Rafa Benitez has been working on to build a bigger squad for his team, and it looks like it's just a matter of time before we see what they're made of. But they're showing us already what they can do. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comment section. As well as we move on the squads, we have a problem because the problem is this. Manchester United don't have defenders. Let me move on to this one. That guy is out. Harry Maguire. That guy is out. Rafa Varane. So we have Eric Bailey, Victor Lindelof, or Alex Telles. No, oh no, I don't mean Alex Telles. I mean maybe Tende Mangi, maybe one of the players who might play in the defense role. Then we have, of course, Luke Shaw, then Aaron Wan-Bissaka on the sides. So it's really going to be an open, if you understand what I mean, an open United playing against a crazy and always feels like it's on drug Jimmy Vardy because of the energy shows in the game. It's going to be challenging. It's going to require a lot. I can't wait to see what happens. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. But my predictions, I think Leicester are going to beat United, I really feel like Leicester are going to beat United by 3-2. I have no idea why, but I believe Leicester City will beat United because somehow the most affected team is United, and the fact that they have been affected at centre back is going to render them so useless because guess what? They don't have a central mid. And Scott McTominay and Fred, oh, by the way, Fred won't be there as well because of what is happening there with Brazil. So that is also going to be a problem. So Scott McTominay and maybe Matic, can they work together to help out this thing? Just let me know your thoughts in the comment section about that one. But it's going to be an exciting one. So let's make sure that we do this. So we're going to be moving on to the next thing. Remember, we have a lot of things to talk about here. And can't wait. Let me see what I do now here. As we move on to some of the most important things that we need to talk about. What are your thoughts? Let me know if I have done my prediction wrong. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. So as we are talking about, we are moving on to the most important things that we need to cover. Oh, let me see something here. I need to fix something here. So we have got some big things to talk about. Lukaku's situation, but firstly, we are gonna have to talk about Liverpool, City, and Chelsea. What is their biggest plan or idea that they've come up with concerning them three players who are not gonna be featured in the game because of lockdown and stuff like that? So if you remember, we were in the international break, and because of COVID-19 and the COVID situations, it's still a tight place right now, especially in the Premier League, to find out what could happen in terms of the players and in terms of what happens because Brazil is still on the red zone, and we will see. Really, we will see because the Premier League have not given anything to help us deal with this situation or to actually have an idea over what they're thinking about. They've just said no. They've just said no. They've just said no. I'm talking about not Premier League, I'm talking about English government. They've just said no. Let's hear where we go from this one because, of course, Firmino's there, didn't go to Brazil. So that is a good news for Liverpool. Alisson, Fred, Thiago Silva. Who else? Who are those other players that I cannot see? Let me click that picture. The other players that are here, but I cannot see them. But like I'm saying, Alisson, Fabinho, Thiago Silva, Edison, and Gabriel Jesus. I don't know which other two are there on the other side. Those are some of the players who have been affected because they had to go represent their squad. Last the international break, they didn't go, and it was a problem because they almost went to a point where they were going to be taken out or in a way being banned by FIFA, but somehow Premier League and the clubs find a way of dealing with that. And I think one of the deals that they'd come up with was to let them clubs go, to let them people go, so that they can go represent their nations. So let me read what the article is actually saying. I don't know if you can see this. Let me just cross check. Yes, you can see it with me. So let's read. According to reports, Manchester United will team up with Premier League rivals such as Liverpool, Chelsea, and Man City to, to charter a private jet to bring their Southern American players back to UK following the international break. Clubs have been waiting with a bated breath to see their stars will be able to return in time for their next fixtures in the Premier League. The World Cup qualifier begin as late as Friday morning. Imagine why would they have a game on a Friday morning? Like it means the teams playing on Saturday may not be able to get their players back in time to play, with United set to face Leicester at 3 p.m. Saturday at the King Power Stadium. The Daily Mail, by the way, the Daily Mail on this reports that the flight chartered by the Premier League clubs will fly 9 Premier League players taking part in the Brazil versus Uruguay World Cup qualifier in March, which will kick off in 1:30 a.m. in UK time on Friday, including US star Edison Cavani, United star Edison Cavani and Fred, despite rushing back to UK, will not be able to participate in the game because will require to be quarantined according to the latest government rules after the traveling to a red zone listed Colombia to take part in Brazil's draw on Saturday. So what is going to happen is this: they might come, but they won't be able to participate in the game, according to what I'm reading here, because they went to play with the team that was still in the red zone, which is, yeah, so that because of that, they won't be able, because COVID-19 is real, people, and the government is not playing any lightly on that one. Prior to the international break, the government agreed to a bespoke examination from the usual restrictions, which require individual returns to UK from countries deemed to be high risk for COVID-19 to be quarantined in a government approved hotel for 10 days. Under the examination, fully vaccinated professional players were allowed to be quarantined in a club approved facility for 10 days instead of being allowed to isolate at home or leaving only to train or play. Okay. Interesting. After their country were removed from the red list, Spurs, Zgovino, La Soso, and Christian Romero, Aston Villa's Emi Martinez, Manchester United's Edson Cavani, and the Newcastle's Mango Marine will not have to spend the 10 days in isolation. Colombia, the Dominican of Republic of Haiti, Panama, Peru, Venezuela are among them. It means Tottenham's Davis Sanchez, Everton's Thierry Mina, as well as Brighton's Edison international Jeremy Semiedoto will be quarantined. Wow, interesting. Brazil's 9 players will also be quarantined following the game with Colombia, which means the Manchester City Edison and Gabriel, as well as Alisson and Fabinho, will miss out on the weekend. According to this, this is what has been confirmed. So there is nothing we can say about this. We might be happy that they're sending a jet and stuff like that, but they're not gonna be participating because they are still gonna be in quarantine. But it should just let you know the reason why the clubs are actually sending the chartered plane. It's because they want to make sure that the players come back on time. Remember, they've already been on quarantine because of whatever that happened. But what's gonna happen is this: they're gonna come back. When they come back, they go straight forward to Spain in a non-red zone country where they're gonna be training, preparing for the Champions League fixtures, because I believe when those games come, their quarantine will be over, and the time when they go back to England, everything will be finger looking good. But also, just to keep you updated, this is where we are at this moment, people. This is where we are at this moment, and we just don't know what's going to happen. And we just have to deal with the situation that we're going to be watching a game without our beloved players. There's nothing the clubs could do, but we are still stuck. Which is going to make actually the next topic after the one that I'm about to talk about quite interesting, because it concerned Manchester United. So I hope you are ready for us to talk about that as well. Anyway, let me fix something here. So the next story we have, guys, it's involving one of the best players we currently have in the Premier League. Yes, I'm talking about none other than Romelu Lukaku. Coming back from Italy, it looked like things had changed, and we were going to see a new and improved Romelu Lukaku, and Chelsea fans all over the world were going crazy, especially after the first performance. Giving that performance and what he did, it looked like the sky and the sky was actually shining brighter for the blue side of the London team. But now, after just 7 days into the Premier League, or 7 matches into the Premier League, about to head to the 8th, Lukaku is just disappeared, people. Like he has literally disappeared. In fact, there are a lot of people who are literally angry with the fact that he shows up in the small games and he disappears on the big games when we need him. Yeah, let's remind you, if you don't know, he was not there to be found against Man City. On top of that, we literally did not see him as well against Liverpool, and we'll see other big clubs that will follow, but he was not there. Only the Arsenal game, that's when we had at least had an idea he was there, but did not even score to make the matters worse. Anyway, we're going to be talking about him as well. Then we hear what people are saying about him. But I also heard a rumor about a German teammate of Lukaku got angry with the fact that the Romelu Lukaku disappears when he's needed. On top of that, he picked up an injury in the international, so I don't think he'll be fit for the game, but we'll definitely find out what happens. Maybe I'll talk about him tomorrow. We never know. Just keep tuning in on the Football Connect. Anyway, so let's read the article now and what is really happening. So Romelu Lukaku still at least smiling now, brighter, that is now in the Chelsea form, and he has gained a few pounds rather than when he was in United. Yeah, I remember he needed the body because the body works for him a lot. The football works for him. So the story is this one: new concern over Romelu Lukaku as 2018 Manchester United's failure re-emerge at Chelsea. The return of Romelu Lukaku to Stamford Bridge has been widely celebrated, but the Belgian star risks repeating issues from his disappointing spell at Manchester United. Since returning to the club at £97.5 million in the summer, the Blues recorded signing has been in a fine form. He scored his first goal in the first derby, terrorizing Arsenal's newly formed defense in a 2-0 victory. Lukaku then scored a brace against Aston Villa, one against Everton, giving him 4 goals in his first 4 games, but he has yet to find the back of the net since then. So we have now played about 7 games more when we include the other things, but he has only managed to score 4 goals. And it looks like the man is already done. He has already done, and this does not look like there's anything that's going to be coming anytime soon. So I want to hear your thoughts on this one. What do you think could be causing Lukaku to be like this? Lukaku has no problem bullying teams lower down the table, but just like he did when he was at United. For the tell, Lukaku has dumped a flat track bully, and he has been especially quiet this season when Chelsea has needed him the most. Like, for example, the game he played, Lukaku was default quietly against Liverpool, Man City, and Juventus. And look at them; those are big games. The games when they needed him, we have not seen the man. Like, the man kind of like carry his back and just disappear. That's what has been happening. He struggled almost every against some of Europeans' best centre backs, including Virgil van Dijk, Leonardo Bonucci, Ruben Diaz, who all reduced the striker to a footnote in those games. If Lukaku wants to be considered as the best number 9 in the world, he needs to excel in these games, but he didn't. But like he did for United in 2018, Lukaku floated and failed to shine in big games games so far. Lukaku scored 31 goals in his first 14 months at United, but only one of them against a top 6 team, despite playing against the 12 best teams. So as you can see, there are really some things to worry about a bit. Lukaku just find himself disappearing when they are like in need of him, and because he's doing that most of the time, it leaves the team frustrated because they're playing a lot. They paid a lot of money to get him into the squad. If he's not gonna give him that, it's gonna be a problem. There was a time when I had Antonio Conte talking about how they were not using Romelu Lukaku so at his best place. That's why they've been failing to get some performance. I'm talking about Chelsea. So now the question is this: because of what is happening, what's going to happen and how will it go? It's really going to be exciting because it is a worrisome situation, and it's going to require them to find him maybe the best partner who can help him to get the balls, or maybe he needs to find himself, because Romelu Lukaku, I still believe he could be one of the best players in the world. It's just a matter of time and how he's going to be working on that. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. But before we go now, guys, because we have already talked about it, the last news: Fred is not going to be there for United. And they don't have the defense pairing. What's going to happen for United? That's my question. What's going to happen for United? I think it's going to be one of those games which is going to be requiring a lot, and it's going to take time to at least have an idea where they'll be going and what they're planning. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think will happen, and what do Lukaku has to do to find himself? And like I said, tell me your best moment as we celebrate Black history and Black in this Black month, and what these guys have done in the Premier League, like the fastest red trick by Sadio Mane. So let me know as we celebrate. Thank you so much for watching, guys. This has been Sam, and this has been the Football Connect. Let me hear if you agree with my predictions. Let me know, and do me a favor, click the like button. If you don't want to miss anything, subscribe and click the bell icon, because I'll be back for more tomorrow as we continue with what we're here for. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Sam, and I'm out. We'll see you soon. Goodbye.
Beats the goalkeeper. You're just lost for words. He is just brilliant. Georgie Best, Diego Maradona, Johan Cruyff.